LMA. Okay. So in we are region, you used to find this, you used to experience this stuff.
No, during the past government, I used to experience this. I used to kind of use to buy for me. And even when I go buy in the store, they think press or but for now, see what we used to buy during we are time for 500, we buy in the 700.
Repeat again, say what?
See now we used to buy during we are region for 500, now we buy in the 700.
Amen.
Yes. So we bring the market, no profit. Then they're not buying. He said that before I used to sell so now 5 to 16 a day. But
in we are region.
Yes, in we are region. But now even selling even one thing. One thing. So that one thing I was selling for 1 week. So for that one thing, I feel eating all the profit from there. At the end of the day, I can't achieve nothing. I really want to give my children to go to school.
So now people may ask you if you openly ask questions on like in we are past administration and Joseph Boga current administration, which one do you choose?
I choose we are past
administration.
Yes.
So why you choose we are past administration?
Because when we are time when I used to come say, they still used to go far. They still were moving fast. I have no regrets. But for now, every day I cry with him. Because what I want, I get to support my children. Because the market I can sell before I support my children. So in that now.
So what is the message to the president of Liberia, Joseph Yuma
My
Boakai?
message to Joseph Yuma Boakai, let me talk on the thing prices. The price is very high. You go buy in a store, they're taking a rate for 204, 205.
The rate?
Yes,
you mean the rate? The buying rate is 205.
205, 204. So now you can relay what it. So anyway, you all buy from Money Chinchon now, you'll be buying for 208. Before you go back, so tell me how much profit you'll be getting on a business that you're going to go back. How much you will sell the business? I think you see the market looking dry. When you come over, everybody's sleeping.
Doing we are turn the market is to be full and fresh.
The market used to be full. You can, you see what dancing. You see music playing up and down. Business moving.
People may say you once voted for Boakai.
I voted for Boakai.
But why are you going against Boakai today?
Because my expectation I have in a minute way.
So which expectation you have?
All I said that because that what we vote, we said that we're not doing something good for us. So we want somebody to come and rescue us. So that why we choose him to come and take off from inside. So now we go in there, he not take off from there. The same thing we are was better than he was.
Okay, we are talking better. Your name?
That was a communication from the Senate to you. Can you respond to that? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Madam Pro-Tem, or members of this God's body, members of the Senate, let me say that I have probably there are some misunderstanding. I have to be better to make it clear today, because we appeared before the Senate before, and we did inform the Senate that we processed a number of work permits, and in responding, in giving information.
Senator Chala, please take a seat.
In giving information to the Senate to say that last year, the 2024, we issued work permit up to in the neighborhood like around 10,000, and about 8,000 of that were regular work permit. And the total we've collected last year was around $9+ million for work permit we issued. But the letter is saying 8,000. The 8,000 are not necessarily all regular work permit. And I probably need to give the breakdown of that 8,000. That 8,000 regular work permit, this is the breakdown. And that the breakdown, when we supported the breakdown with all of the, for example, gratis work permit, regular work permit, we made a copy for the Senate. I think we made sufficient copy and they were distributed among members of the Senate. Take, for example, we say non-African aliens means the white guys, the white people.
Madam Pro Tem, order. Madam Pro Tem, order.
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Madam Pro Tem, distinguished colleagues, we want to get the minister on course so that we'll be clear on what we're doing here. The minister submitted to this Senate a listing of people he's giving work permits to, but he left on the category, the job description, the job category. It is that job description category we have asked this minister on official communication more than 5 times to submit. So you get Kanye and say he has submitted that to the Senate. He knows what the Senate wants. So we see the job description, the category, to determine what is a driver, what is a carpenter, what is a plumber. Then we know for clear that we need to correct them because that is what is in violation of the law that we want to correct. That's submit.
Mr. Minister, you've worked with this committee for several months. I think the report was presented on the Senate floor. And to complete that report, there has been one request by the Senate to give that list of foreigners that you gave work permit to with the categories. I think we've sent several communications and we've asked you to appear with that list. I don't know whether the list was sent. Secretary of the Senate, didn't you make a specific request for the list?
Madam Pro Tem, if you...
Mr. Minister, Secretary of the Senate.
Madam Presiding Officer, I asked him and he told me that he had previously submitted list. He said to plenary. That's what he told me. He said during his appearance. He said during his appearance.
How should the who submit which office was it submitted to? It should come to the Secretary of the Senate.
He said during his appearance before the Senate.
Madam Pro Tem, thank you. Senator Dillon appropriately raised the issue and you further emphasized. When the minister appeared here the last time, he was mandated to submit the list in categories in terms of the issuance of work permit. After that, I followed up with the chairman of the committee. By that time, he had an unfortunate situation where somebody, I think his daughter, somebody died from him. So he was unable to submit a report. So the chairman was to follow up to ensure that that list was submitted. But since then, it hasn't been done. It was not done until we went for break. The key issue here is that we want to be in a position to evaluate the 8,000 jobs in the different categories. Until we can have that, it's going to be difficult to make progress.
And that's the only reason why the minister is here today. The only reason why the minister is here today was to present the list of the categories. Can you respond to that, Mr. Minister?
Yeah, Madam Pro Tem, if you allow me to complete my statement, I will address the issue of the categories that the senator is talking about.
Do you have the list? Do you have that list?
We've already submitted the list. We met over it. We took over a system. This is
No, Mr. Minister. The only reason why you are here today is to present to the Senate the list of 8,000 work permits that were given to foreigners with the categories of work. Was that submitted to the Senate? Do you have it today?
Madam Pro Tem, we did submit. We submitted listing of all of the work permit we issue, gratis, regular,
with categories. With categories.
They are contained in the document that was submitted to the Senate. But I can go further to pray that the 8,000 we measure.
Mr. Minister, the document that you have had a list with the categories, the document before you.
The system that we have in place that we took over does not say.
Mr. Chair of the Labor Committee, can you respond to that? Have you received the list of the 8,000 work permits with categories?
That's what I'm trying to say. You gotta let me
The
explain.
the question goes to the
Let you
chair.
get the answer.
I'm the chair on labor. Oh, thank you very much. Pro Tem, we got a list. When I spoke with the minister, the list that was submitted, that all of us received copies to, that list does not define or identify category. Category meaning it does not say whether the person is a carpenter or is a mechanic or electrician. It does not say that. And the minister is saying that the system that provides the work permit does not go down to define category. That's what he's saying. So this is where the box stops all throughout this whole discussion. The machine does not identify whether this person is a mechanic according to the minister.
Yeah.
The machine that is providing work permit, that the minister is before you. That's the information that I got, and that's the information you have before you. Okay, so unless he has additional information to provide, then we'll look forward to hearing from him.
Senator, more information.
My protest, distinguished senator, is that there is a regulation following labor regulation. And in that regulation, it states category.
Use the microphone.
It has the 2019 regulation. It has category, then to issue permit. Even specify those who have exemption for permit, for labor permit. Good. Now, with that regulation, it tells you that when you are automating a system, the system is automated by regulation. So there's no way that system that we are talking about, we have a digital system that you will not capture. Because once you capture the people in the system, you run a query. You just run a query. So I think the minister should go run the query and run the
Mr. Minister, can you respond to that?
Okay. Like I was saying, Madam President, we met a system, the categorization of work permit in the system is that non-African, we identify them by the work permit we issue. The non-ECOWAS African aliens, we also identify them. Aliens that are or ECOWAS aliens are also identified by the system. And this is a system that was built, that we met. We have not changed the system. And the category here, based on our report, that's what we sent you. And we try to continue to say that. We talk about that 8,000 you talk about. The 8,000, 6,000 of
All right. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, Monrovia. That's wherever you are. I'd like to say good morning and welcome. You are listening to the Today Show right here on Spawn 107.5. This is the Spawn Breakfast Program. With me, Yekezi Zwobel. It's a pleasure to be here this morning once more to serve you a very, very scrumptious and delicious breakfast on this Wednesday morning, the 21st day of the month of May. So good morning and welcome. This is your trusted morning companion on both radio and television, where the stories shaping our country come alive. Every weekday morning, dive deep into the political talk, economic trends, social dynamics, and religious perspectives that define our nation discourse. From the halls of power to the heart of the community, no topic is off limits and no issue is too complex for us to discuss. Joining us each morning are voices of Liberians who call in, to make their perspectives. Some of them bringing informed opinions, sharp insights, and balanced debate. Some subjective, the biggest stories making headlines. So whether you are at home, on the road, all on your morning break, stay tuned, because this is your most preferred breakfast program. And what do we have lined up here for you this morning? We be so this morning we be calling across Liberia to speak with our various correspondents who will be telling us exactly what's happening in the country. We'll be going over to Nimba County. There's a very sad story coming from Nimba County this morning that we'll be joining our correspondent there to bring us up to speed with. We are here hearing of a gang rape in Logwatuo, Nimba County, which is a very, very sad story. We understand that this story has been, veiled. It's been hidden, by those involved, by family members and all of that. But fortunately, our reporter was able to, get hold or have it revealed on yesterday. And so this morning we'll be placing a call to him to tell us more about that development, whether the suspects have been arrested, whether they are in police custody, how's the condition of this minor who was gang raped. We understand she was raped by 9 men. 9 men. So sad. So we're bringing you details about that very shortly when we call across Liberia to speak with our various correspondents. We also hope to speak with our correspondents in Bunk and Grand Basso County this morning as well. At 9 o'clock, folks, as you may know, the National Public Health Institute of Liberia recently, held a press conference disclosing, active cases of the Mpox virus. Okay, they said 4 active. They disclosed, the diagnosis of 4 active cases in the country, 2 from Montserrat, 1 from Magebe, and 1 from Sano County. And among those cases is a case involving a popular Liberian comedian, Jabate, who is currently undergoing treatment, and we wish him a very, very speedy recovery. But monkeypox is real, and it's something that we must discuss, because listening to the Director General of the Public Health Institution, the Public Health Institute yesterday at the legislature, because he did appear before the legislature yesterday, he talked about our neighboring countries, having a lot of active cases, and folks have lost their lives in our neighboring countries as well as a result of this monkeypox virus. So it's very, 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 very important that we take it seriously. We take all of the precautionary measures to be able to prevent ourselves. And predicated upon that, we've decided to invite the Director General of the Public Health Institute, Dr. Dube Christian. He's going to be our guest here at 9 o'clock this morning on the show, to discuss more about, the monkeypox virus, the Enfield preparedness in combating this virus, how many cases of the virus that we have so far, and to walk us through or to create awareness about the signs and symptoms, the preventive measures, and what to do, where to go when you observe, experience those signs and symptoms of the monkeypox virus. It's nothing to be ashamed about. It's an illness that can be treated. All right. But it's going to be unfortunate if you contact it, you are seeing all of the signs and symptoms, and you stay at home. It's contagious. Okay. So once you stay at home, there's a huge possibility of your family members, your loved ones contacting the virus, especially so if you are not doing the necessary things that you are supposed to do. So at 9 o'clock, we speak to Dr. Dube Chris Yan on the show this morning. He's going to be our guest, and I believe it's going to be an interesting conversation that you're going to participate in as well, because we open up the line so that you can call in and have your say. So that's it. That's the lineup of the show this morning. We hope to ramble through the local dailies to know what's happening in the print media. We need to know the trends in the print media this morning. So we are going to do that. But in the meantime, between time, folks, let's go straight for it. Let's speak to Victor Cooper from Nimba County to give us more details about the gang rape of a minor there in the county. So Victor is based there in Gompa City, Nimba County, but I'm told he's currently in Campley, Nimba County. So let's see if we can get to him to bring us up to speed with that development. You are listening to the Today Show here on Spoon 107.5. We are live on Spoon TV, Fabric TV, Super TV, and of course via our YouTube channel. We are also live on Fabric this morning, so you can catch us up on any of these platforms and listen or watch the show. So we are now placing a call to Victor Cooper to give us more information about the gang rape of this minor there in Nimba County. And also, Victor reported on yesterday that a Buckingham Bee was, shot dead. He's got more and more details about this development, and he's now on the line to tell us more. Victor, good morning and welcome.
So pleasant. Good morning, Yegezi. Good morning to you, and good morning to our people around that period this morning.
Okay, it's good having you. How is Nimba County this morning?
Nimba is doing better. We are always in the vanguard of looking at the news. So we just around the place. I'm currently in Tapeta, trying to leave for Ganta this morning.
Oh, you are in Tapeta now?
Yeah, I'm in Tapeta. I spent like maybe 2 days out of Ganta. So I left on Monday. I was in Campley yesterday, and this morning I'm in Tapeta. I'll be leaving for Ganta this morning right after the report.
Okay. So we understand that a minor was gang raped there in Nimba County. You want to tell us the circumstances leading to this minor being gang raped, and who are the suspects, and whether they've been arrested by the police and all of that?
You are right. Yegezi, the situation happened in District number 3, Local 2, Nimba County. But we were not able to give you detail yesterday because we were still following it very closely. And as we speak, we're still in communication with the parents. But however, the information is reality. The guys were about 9, and the situation happened on Tuesday, the 14th of this May, 2025. So we've told on that evening hour, those the little girl, including those 9 brothers, because they are all neighbors living in the same place, so they distract each other, brothers and sisters. So they are departed to the nearby community for a birthday party celebrations. So we've told during the celebration, the 9 of them reportedly and allegedly person the drinks she was drinking. And so after that, after the process around 9:45 p.m., she was kind of intoxicated or drunk. They asked her, she asked her friend to take her home, but none of her friends were in position to take her home. But she asked one of her nephew that she thinks is very close to her, because we've also told that the 9 guys, one person is her relative, and the guy who is closely involved is the one who was asked to take her home. He is James Dolosin, James Dolosin, 17 years old. So while taking her home on the wayside, she was headless or kind of headless. So where he abused her on the roadside, later inviting 8 of his friends to join him in the process. And we've told all 8 of them actually abused her allegedly. So where we've told her condition could not permit her reaching home, and other road users were able to encounter her and take her home, where the parents were angry and taking the case to the Campley police station. Campley police could not handle the matter, but turn it over to the San Nicolas police, where we've told the kid had been taken to San Nicolas, and the little child is currently at the San Nicolas hospital following treatment.
How old is the victim?
She is 16 years of age. We've told she is 16 years of age, and so that's how it happened. And we're still following the story, and I'm very sure I'll be sending you some of the pictorial evidence very shortly.
We understand there was some efforts, not to unveil this particular incident. You want to tell us more about that? Who were those trying to, suppress this particular story from coming to the public?
So, it is in a rural area. Usually when things that they happen in a kind of rural area, the people live there want to compromise those things because they overlook it, they see it as a community things. So they want to use it in that means to compromise the community way. So we've told some of the sisters involved, they are very hard-headed, not willing to compromise. So willing to take action, because you now imagine a non-person abusing a single person, or in most way when the person is kind of a junk, reportedly, and so they use it as an advantage against her. So the community people want to compromise, but we are now getting that the case is not to be compromised. It is in the hands of the police, but people are going and coming, pulling in on a daily basis, appealing to take the case back to to look at it and resolve it at the town level after the legal has gotten better.
So, how's the condition of the victim? Is she recovering? Is she responding to treatment?
I will not respond to you, yes, because I'm out of the place now. Like I promise you, when I arrive Canada today, very soon, I will use my means to go to San Nicolas and check her at the San Nicolas hospital. I got the information in her absence behind her in Campley. After I come home, I different tour altogether and got the information. So I was not able to go and see the condition of the victim now in San Nicolas, but I'm told she at the San Nicolas GW Harley Hospital since Tuesday following treatment. So we'll also go there and give you some information from there as to her health conditions. But we've told those 9 guys are also in the police and following investigation as well.
Okay. How often does such incident, the raping of minors in Nimba, how often does it occur?
So you can see this one for me, it is my first time to have come across the information of non-person being going out with one person. This is my very first time. It's a huge gang rape, which we follow in the very close. Even though all of them are in the same age range, but still it's a gang rape where you non-person will have to go across one person.
So are you saying the suspects and the perpetrators are in the same age range?
Yeah, so the boy who is identified as James Tolosin, we've told him is 17, and all of his friends are all around 17, and the girl is around 16. So they are just around there. But the non-individual involved now is the amount of people which you have about 9 persons with one person. But however, I'm yet to also see the condition of the girl, whether She actually following treatment, but what it is, we also want to see it to the end as well. But the issue of being on the increase around 2022, 2023, it was on the increase in Nimba. Every day we were reporting. Even 2023 reported a case from Campley where a 62-year-old man also abused a 12-year-old girl in a town called Zuole in district number 9 in Nimba County. But our case, we told the man had been sentenced to 20 years imprisonment in San Nicolas. So we reported our case somewhere around 2023 in district number 6 after that period at the time. But this thing usually happens, but since we get in this administration 2024, for me, I now reported any rape cases. This is my first time reporting rape case since 2024.
Okay.
2025.
All right. So now, yesterday you reported about a Burkinabe who was shot dead there in Nimba County. You promised to come to give us more details today.
Yeah, so you can see you are right. I must appreciate the second phase of this report because it is our duty to actually do fact finding. So yesterday we were able to pass through a Campley bound Saclay coming to go and get Tapeta and then getting to our people to at least furnish us with information in the deeper part of this story. So this entire thing happened around the 14th, you can see. So it happened around 11 o'clock that Tuesday morning. So the town chief of Dobli Town, the town is called Dobli. Dobli is in district number 6, Babli, Nimba County. So the town chief of Dobli Town, he is one Honorable Zawier. Honorable Zawier was the one who reported the case to the police and other immigrations that indeed there was a gun sound in the bush and there's a body then discovered in the bush. So it dispatched a team in our place headed by one Michael Bala. So Michael and his team were dispatched in our bush and they discovered the body lying right near the rest spot where you saw the photo, right near the rest spot. So according to information, the guy who is now the interested person of police investigation is one Augustine Gay. Augustine Gay is one person who has been closely interested by the police now to get information from, because we've told in the Dobli Town by our witnesses after the situation early that morning, before the situation, Augustine Gay left for a bush with a single barrel gun in the name of hunting. So he went in the bush to hunt, and after the story been reported, Augustine returned in the afternoon hour without a gun. So people got surprised, and the entire process was suspicious. So the guy who was killed, name is One Bandu Abulai. He is One Bandu Abulai. His age is 20. He is 20 years of age. So he was actually reportedly shot, and where police is also following investigation, and the kid had been transferred also to San Nicolas because angry crowd could not permit. So after the kid was transferred to San Nicolas, police immediately sent the case to San Nicolas at the headquarters for proper investigations.
Was there anything like a rift, or what was there any hard feelings between the suspect and the victim?
No, we are not getting anything of such. We've told, according to the report, Augustine narrated to the police, in fact, the Tanti narrated to the police that the guy went to hunt. So apparently he must see the man like an animal, because usually that's how they can describe it to be. Okay. They can always see people like an animal, so they will always shoot. And after the shooting, before identifying that person to be a human being. So the basis of it being an argument or whatever, I haven't investigated that, but he went in the bush in the name of hunting, and where he killed that guy is very clean, and there was a brushing mark there. I'm sure maybe apparently something different might happen before the process.
Yeah, but there's even though, you know, the shooting of the Burkinabe, I mean, was absolutely wrong. And there should be no justification for that. But there's concern. What was this Burkinabe doing in the bush? Because I saw from pictures you sent me, he was in the middle of the forest cooking. What was he doing there?
You are right. Yes, we know in past time we've been reporting that the Burkinabe had entered Liberia. They've been here in 2022. A team of the LRRC were dispatched, including the country superintendent Nelson Kokwe, several media journalists, including me. We all went public at the time when those guys began entering Liberia. So those guys have been here in Liberia since 2022. I started noticing of them. They've been here. What can happen in a part of Nimba County District 6 is that they get in a public there. Those guys can enter through Africa. They don't violently enter the country. They peacefully enter the country to seek refuge because that country is shaking. And so on the basis of that, they will ask our brothers who are there to farm for them. So what can happen is that they can farm for our brothers who are living in a part of Nimba County and to also get a little food to eat. So our brothers who live in that place, when they usually give you a portion of farm to bridge, they will also give them another piece for themselves because they don't have money to pay them. They will ask that if you bridge this place, and then we'll give you another place so that you can also make fund there and your family can survive there. So from 2022 up to now, that's how they've been living in that place. Even to the guy identified Abandu Abulai, who was killed reportedly, we thought he has been living in Dublin Town for some time now with the family. So he lived there with his family and they all live together in that place, surviving by that means I'm telling you about. So I don't know how it all happened, but that's how they live over there with their people, and they farm for the people and also get another farmland to have their own survivabilities in that part of district number 6.
Okay. Thank you very much, Victor Cooper, for giving us details of that development. Also, yesterday, we understand there was some sort of protest there by aggrieved workers of Arsenal Mentor. I don't know whether you are abreast of that information. If not, then you can do a follow-up and, give us details of that development.
I promise to do a follow-up because I'm not in district number 3 anymore. I'm currently in district number 6. So maybe we would do our best to do a follow-up where we can try and give you some update from there after we have returned.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Victor Cooper is our Upper Nimba County correspondent there, filling us in with information from Nimba. So he reported that a 16-year-old minor was gang raped by her fellow minors, fellow underage or teenagers, so to speak. 9 persons gang raped her after intoxicating her. They committed the act allegedly, and the suspects are currently in police custody, and investigation is ongoing in the matter. And also, Eboginam B, according to our correspondent, was shot dead allegedly. And the suspect is one Augustine Gay. Augustine Gay, according to the report, left for the bush to hunt. Before he returns, the body of this Boginambi was discovered, and it was discovered that he was shot by a single barrel gun. But when Augustine returned and he was asked as to whether he committed the act, he said no, even though he did not return in the town with the single barrel gun he left with to hunt. So he was, considered a suspect, and currently is in police custody undergoing investigation. So those are stories reported there from Nimba County. We hope to speak to our correspondents from Bang, from Bassa, and other counties as well. But at 9 o'clock, we will speak to the Director General of the National Public Health Institute of Liberia. And of course, we're going to be talking about the recent cases of Mpox virus diagnosed in the country and the NFIL's preparedness to fight or combat this virus. And he's going to be saying a lot more about Mpox, what you need to know about the Mpox. The vaccination vaccination process is ongoing, whether it's open to the public, whether it's open only to maybe health workers or security practitioners. He's going to be giving us all of those information here this morning. So don't go away. We'll take a very short break. When we come back, we speak to other correspondents. Keep tuned.
Other African countries, we also give the number. Okay, for example, the North African area, the 6,980, that constituted 69%. Then you got non-ECOWAS area Africa, That was 2,699. That constitutes 27%. These categories are tied into LRA.
Mr. Minister, all of Senator Taylor.
Okay.
Madam President, every time we pass concession here, it is part of to our knowledge that we will create jobs out there for our people. This legislature deliberately passed a Decent Work Act and authorized the Minister of Labor to issue regulations or what we call employment permit, known as work permit, with deliberate intent to preserve some jobs for Liberians. And what the minister is doing here is he reaching to the point where he risking Article 44 content because he wants to impede or obstruct our function by a deliberate refusal to comply with plenaries or mandate. There is no system that only carries your name, your age, your nationality, but the meeting you apply for, that system beat it off. Something wrong. Once that category is deliberately out of the system, it tells you something is wrong because you're getting work permit for drivers, the system must carry it. You're getting work permit for carpenters, the system must carry it. We will not pay people school fee to go to vocational school. The government will not fund vocational institutions. Our people get vocational skills. They got the skills marketable for job market. When we create job opportunity, then we get work permit to non-Liberians for the same job for which we created. Because the government wants $1,000 per work permit. Some of the work, the job, they give it out to non-Liberians that Liberians are qualified, available to have, paying more than $2,000-3,000 a month. The minister, my order to the minister, Madam Pro Tem and distinguished colleagues, is that for 4 months, this minister has been backing this issue. 8,000 work permits to non-Liberians for jobs that the minister can provide a category and description of is troubling. Something is wrong. The minister is risking contempt and will beg this plenary to hold the minister in contempt until he submit that list. We must know who he's giving these jobs to, because in keeping with my communication that I wrote, I quoted all of the law. Regulation, chapter 7, section 7, chapter 45, section 45.9, respectively of the Decent Work Act, authorize the Minister of Labor to issue regulations for the issuance of work permit to aliens, foreigners, and or non-Liberians. Under this authority, the Ministry of Labor has issued the revised regulation number 17, 2029, rightfully quoted by my colleague, Francis Dopo, setting the condition. Here, the interesting thing I want us to note here. Section 3 of the regulation. No permit shall be issued to a non-African alien to work in the informal sector. Taxi driver, store boy, all those things, the informal sector. Going for this store, you will see store boy. Going to all that thing. Additionally, no permit shall be issued to any alien, whether non-African or not.
A pleasant welcome back. You are listening to the Today Show right here on Spoon 107.5. We live on Spoon TV, Fabric TV, Super TV, and there our YouTube channel. The show is also being simulcast on Fabric 101.1 this morning. It's 33 minutes on the flip side of 8 o'clock. That's the initial time check here in studio. So relative to the Minister of Labor's appearance on yesterday. The Senate has given him, that is the Minister of Labor, Councillor Kopokra, an ultimatum to submit list of permits issued to foreign nationals. So let's just read this development. It says the Liberian Senate has given 2 weeks ultimatum to Liberia's Minister of Labor, Councillor Kopokra, to submit a full detail of over 8,000 work permits allegedly given to non-Liberians working in Liberia in different categories. The Senate, through pro tempore Senator Yomble Kanga Lawrence, during his 21st day sitting on Tuesday, instructed the Secretary of the Senate to officially inform the minister through a written communication to appear with details of specifications of jobs granted to foreigners. In her statement, the pro tem also said the action of the Senate is meant to allow Liberians benefit from jobs that are set aside for Liberians in concession agreement ratified by the legislature. The Senate believes that the act of giving out work permit to non-Liberians to do jobs Liberians are capable of doing is unfair and will not be accepted by the 55th Senate under the leadership of pro tempore Kanga Lawrence. The Senate decision to give the minister 2 weeks ultimatum is predicated upon the minister's continuous failure to submit such report for several months. The motion to finalize the Senate decision was done by Montserrado County Senator Abraham Darius, who has consistently reminded his colleagues of work permit issued by the Ministry of Labor to non-Liberians, something he Dillon sees as disenfranchising ordinary citizens of job opportunities. The Labor Minister is expected to appear before the Senate on June 3, 2025, in adherence to the Senate's instruction. According to the mandate, the minister's failure to come with the necessary information requested by the Liberian Senate constitutes ground for contempt. All right. So yes, yesterday the Minister of Labor was indicted. He appeared before the Liberian Senate on yesterday, and according to the Senate, the sole purpose for indicting him was, to provide full details over, 8,000 work permits allegedly given to non-Liberians that are working in different categories in Liberia. According to the minister, he submitted the document, but the system built over the years, does not call for, those non-Liberians working in categories. It doesn't call for specifications of their job. That is to say, if a work permit is given to a non-Liberian, who's maybe working with a mining company, and maybe that non-Liberian is just an observer, maybe is a mechanic, whatever position that person occupies, it must be specified within that document. So those are details that the Liberian Senate is looking for, because that detail is very important in that, is going to ensure that work that Liberians are capable and competent of doing are not given to foreigners. All right? Like at most of the mining areas, works, we see a lot of foreigners doing work that Liberians can do. Being drivers, and you have a lot of Liberians unemployed who are competent to do these jobs. So it's important to have that document, because it is from that document we get to know if foreigners are doing work that Liberians are able to do. And like I told you on yesterday, there was a protest at ultimatum in Nimba County just about this same thing. Liberians working there are aggrieved. According to them, they've been taken out of contract. They've been dismissed only because ultimatum has allegedly brought in several foreigners into the country to do work that they Liberians can do. So, as a foreigner to work in this country, you have to get work permit, and that is issued by the Ministry of Labor. And if the Ministry of Labor is giving work permit out, it shouldn't be giving. It shouldn't be for work that Liberians can do. Only work that Liberian can do. Well, a vacancy has been, announced, maybe for months, and there is no application coming from Liberians. Then it will indicate that Liberians cannot do the job, and so a foreigner can apply, but not work that Liberians can do. So I think that discussion is important, and the minister has been given 2 weeks ultimatum to present that document. But he's saying that the system at the Ministry of Labor has not been built that way, where when work permit is given to a driver, the position that's specific, it specified that this work permit was given to a driver. And if that's how it is been, then we've not had a correct system. But also, folks, on yesterday, 3 senators proposed a bill to establish Muslim holiday and to reaffirm Christian holiday. Okay, so I just go through this development. It says 3 senators on Tuesday, 3 members of the Liberian Senate introduced a bill titled "An Act to Establish Certain Religious Holidays in the Republic of Liberia." The legislation seeks to promote religious inclusivity by officially recognizing both Christian and Muslim holidays as national public holidays. The bill is sponsored by Lofa County Senator Councilor Joseph Jala, with co-sponsorship from Senators Edwin Melvin Snow of Bomi County and Amara M. Corney of Gbapolo County. Section 2 of the bill has to do with the purpose. The purpose of the bill, according to the crafters, is to promote religious inclusion, unity, and national harmony, to affirm the religious rights of all Liberians, and officially declare selected Christian and Muslim holidays as national public holidays. Section 3 of this bill or act has to do with declaration of public religious holidays. It says the following religious observances are hereby declared and recognized as national public holidays in Liberia: Christmas Day, December 25 every year. Easter Monday, the Monday immediately following Easter Sunday, based on the Gregorian calendar. Okay, and then we have the end of Ramadan, a movable holiday observed each year according to the Islamic lunar calendar. The exact date of Ramadan shall be determined annually in consultation with the National Muslim Council of Liberia, or announced through a proclamation issued by the Minister of Foreign Affairs. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in coordination with the Ministry of Religious Affairs, if applicable, shall officially announce the date of Ramadan at least 5 days prior to its expected occurrence. Section 5 of this bill has to do with effect and implementation. It says on each of the declared public religious holidays, all government institutions, schools, and private businesses shall observe a day of rest. B, essential services and emergency operations may remain operational as required by law. As required by law. Yeah. So those are the content of this bill that is being proposed, or that has been proposed by the three senators. It's sponsored by Lofa County Senator Joseph Jala, and is co-sponsored from Bomi County Senator Edwin Melvin Snow, and Bomi County, Wapolu County Senator Amara Coney. They are the ones sponsoring this bill. But let's take it to you, Liberians. What do you make of this? What do you make of this bill? What do you make of this proposition calling for Christian and Muslim holidays to be legislated? What do you make of it? Call us on 0-777-1075. Let me see. I think our orange line is down, so let's see if we can get it on very quick so that you call. But the non-star number is on 0-555-101075. Those are the numbers to put you through call this morning, and have to say 0-555-101075. In the meantime, call us on this orange line 0-770-101075. Call and have your say. Is it necessary? Is it necessary? Or do you see it prudent for both Christian and Muslim holidays to be legislated as proposed by the three senators, Senator Joseph Jala, who sponsored this act, and that of co-sponsored by Edwin Melvin Snow, and that of Wapolu County Senator Amara Coney. Let's go to the line and speak to this first person. Okay, we missed that person. But callers, we're trying to get on our orange line here, but the Nooster line is on 0-777-1075, 0-555-101075. Let's talk to this person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
My name is Boa, and I call in from the 24th.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Good morning to the Spoon Evans family. My concern this morning has to do with the leave of our lawmakers.
Pardon?
The leave concerning our lawmakers.
No, we hello. Yeah, so we have a talking point. The talking point is three senators have proposed.
Okay, yeah, let me speak to.
Yeah, just so if you've been following, just speak to the talking point.
Yeah, okay. Concerning the bill, it's a bad idea, but I don't think it is timely.
You don't think it's timely?
That they are still keeping under the carpet. I think if they can see through these other ones first, then before coming to it, it would be a prudent thing to do. But we just come over it and expecting it to just be fast, that kind of smooth way. I don't think it's necessary for our country. Thank you. Have a God bless day.
Okay, thank you for calling. Let's talk to this person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
You guys, my name is Gongano. I call from the GMB and GGG Dream Foundation. You guys, the issue of holidays declarations is not a bad thing. We had a two divide because they are looking at
Hello, are you there? Hello. Okay, we are not. Yeah, your line is breaking up. Your line is breaking up.
Yeah, my minute is going up. So let me on my thought. So there are two divides, and the two divides should be able to go through referendums to enact this law, because the Christians are definitely on a global observation of Christian holiday. The Muslims are also on a global a holiday, because in Mecca, I know Mecca always pronounce the date of observance, and you cannot impose it. It's not directly on people. It should be legislated through referendum. So I think if that is done, then we can honor that, because Christian is all over around the world. It's set aside on that day to be celebrated. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ramadan is also celebrated all across the world. Let's talk to this person. Hello, your name and where you join us from?
Good morning. My name is Prince Stokes.
Okay, Prince Stokes, let's hear you.
Yeah. So firstly, your orange number is off. So please put it on.
Yeah, that's true. We are working to get it on.
To the talking point. I think these all make us for political gimmicks with us. They should not turn on certain paths with our national security, because firstly, these kind of discussions are highly sensitive, and we don't want to dive too much into them, as our security sector is not as strong as other nations. It is clear our constitution says our country was built on Christian principles. Our Declaration of Independence was signed in a church. We should not from that. I can tell people one of our major issues in Liberia is because we don't know our roots. The great United of America. You're not hear Donald Trump talking about America a Muslim nation. You're not hear it. Or are there more Muslims in Liberia than there are in America? Let's ask ourselves these things. We tend to develop on tradition more than anything, more than any nation. Yes.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person here. Hello, your name and where you join us from? Hello? Hello? Okay, 07777 1075 555 101075. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. Let's hear you.
Okay, so my name is Mr. Matama, and then I phone you from my Bachelor Factory residence.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, so I think one thing we say is when people misplace, sometimes these things can happen. Because what is the significant now about having a holiday? There are too many holidays than trying to strengthen our economy. Because the most focus now should be of anybody is creating a bill that will strengthen the economy, creating a bill that will create jobs for people, instead of having go to debate of Muslim or Christian holiday. I think that is far from being the important issue now. I think the three senators can reconsider their decision to going back to their drawing board and let them create a bill that can create jobs. Yeah, that can create jobs for young people of our country.
Thank you.
But instead of coming with Muslim or Christian holiday, I don't think it's necessary at this moment.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for calling us. Somebody from our orange line. So our orange line is up now. Good morning.
Morning.
Let's hear you out.
Okay, this is Reverend Gabriel Purple calling from the borough of Newtown, Pacific District 16.
Okay.
Okay, well, I want to say thank you for accepting me on the platform. What I want to see here is that our people in the house, they are not really. If they are really, they won't come with anything like called religious holiday. Because when Liberia was funded, the American Saboso, was there any holiday? I said no. The reason you can see this kind of holiday, we can call it Christian, it's not a Christian holiday, it's general holiday. What they need to do when this holiday comes, every school, whether our school offices, everything should be closed. Instead of Muslim having holiday, and Christian having holiday. Then I realized this story. This nation was built on a Christian principle. It can never and ever be real.
Yeah, but the Constitution says that Liberia is a secular state. Why it's true that it was built on a Christian principle. But the Constitution says Liberia is a secular state, and that gives rise to all religious practice.
The Constitution came about in the 80s. In the 80s, and the original constitution came about in the 14 something. So you can't look at AK and much of them prepare and say, no, you made a mistake and this and that and the rest of it. They change it. Well, no, we go back to our root. You get that the brothers are just left from the
Thank you.
So America can never do it.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, good morning. My name is Samson Tobacco. We're calling from district number 4.
Tokpa, go ahead.
Oh, my brother. You know, these are some of the things that our senator then they can do. Other things that they're supposed to talk that affecting us in the country, they're not talking it. But the Muslim and Christian holiday, they got to talk. Everybody get holiday. Everybody get holiday in the world. Nobody have specific holiday. The Christmas is a national holiday. New Year is a national holiday for each and every one of us. Even the Ramadan. The Ramadan is a worldwide something that happens in the world.
There are legislated holidays. All right, and so this is why the senators are proposing to legislate, Ramadan and Christmas Day.
My brother, Yagazi, let me tell you one thing. Amara Konde, Mr. Jala, and Ellie Snow, that thing that they talking, if they won't do it, let it be rough around up. Let it be rough around up. It's not something where you will just sit down, you talk. For you to say, oh, you will pass it in bill to carry the legislation for them to concur on it. It can't work in the country yet. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from? Good morning. Good morning. Are you there?
I'm there. I'm Dash, called from Peace Island.
Okay. Let's hear you from Peace Island.
Yeah, brother, thank you for recognizing me. Actually, I can sometimes think about people in this country, more especially our lawmaker. Liberia, I was thinking now is to see how Liberia will build. How we wrap around our leaders to build Liberia to go out there and call for investors to come and help our people in this country. But it's not to sit down and be talking about the Muslim and holiday and Christian holiday. It's not even one we are taking up now. We are thinking about how Liberia will be built. See Burkina Faso right now. The Ghana just took over. See how this country is building. Where is their idea? The more they use it to say this thing, why they can't go out there to convince investors to come and develop Liberia. Thank you, brother.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's talk to more callers here. Good morning, your name and where you join us from?
Good morning, my dear. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Let's hear you.
This is James Gray calling from Broadway, District 17.
Okay.
I want to say thank you for your topic on the discussion. You know, my brother, most of your callers are listening to, some of them saying things that really of course. The country cannot be developed without, in line or agreeing with one another. This country, you in unity. When you talk about development, you talk about infrastructure, you talk about whatsoever thing. When the unity is not among us, this country cannot be developed. What do I say? Okay, you're important about, Muslim holiday, Christian holiday. My brother, let me tell you something. You can be a Muslim. You can be a Christian. One thing that each and every one of us has in common is our prayer. The prayer that will ask God the Almighty that our country to be stable for each and every one of us to practice our religion. The Muslim man, maybe he would say, okay, the Christian is not worshiping God, or the Christian would say the Muslim is not worshiping God. But even the pagan, whatsoever thing, everybody will go in their burial corner, they ask God, the country must be peaceful so they can stay where they are to worship their God. So through that, we should understand that we are one. We are one. So therefore, each and every one of us will enjoy the natural resources and the good atmosphere of this country equally. Because our God that we serve, our God talks about what? Equality. Even
Thank you.
if person is not part of your religion, the person should be respected.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Are you there?
Hello?
Hello. Okay, let's talk to another person here. Hello, your name and where you join us from?
Good morning, small family.
Good morning. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
I am Brennan Spanish Charlie calling from District 10.
Okay, Bernice, let's hear you.
Yeah, concerning the topic on our discussion.
Mm.
Our Muslims, brother, they shouldn't ask for more. You already getting it. So really admit, Christian in the land. Since you have even been on our radio station, how many times you have heard to say, oh, the Christians, they are fasting, the government getting 50 cows, getting 35 because rest, donation and so thing. Nothing like that happening. They can get it to them. We don't have problem with them. They give them all the donation when they are fasting. Now you asking for holiday. Any slow up there you want to pass bill, I am fasting, let the pass a bill. When you graduate from a public school, enter the university before you taking interest. Just carry your document that they will require for. Don't build it is in the interest of the citizen.
Thank
When
you.
we go to heaven, tomorrow time of judgment, God will not ask, what kind of holiday you should do? He will ask you, give account of your life, how well you serve him. He's not asking for holiday. So let's forget about that one. We don't want no confusion between us. The one that they are getting already. Okay, you think Christian gets that? We need to pay it tax. How many times government has ever donated to churches to say they give it?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's hear from another person.
Hello.
Good morning, your name and where you joined us from.
Yeah, my name is Abu Kemugaya in Kawa.
Kemaka, go ahead.
You know, some of us we are aware that any store we have to go river, everybody you are resistant to go contest. Because man, you are all over the place in politics. So because since bombing is a dominant Muslim era, so you want to use that means to buy sympathy. Look, we don't want confusion here. Pastor Jaraba, I pray for opportunity to help in next time. But we don't want noise here. All we want to coexist. There's no holiday can move anything here. Christmas Day now a holiday. And Thanksgiving Day now a holiday. Easter is now a holiday.
Christmas Day is an international holiday.
Yeah, but on Christmas Day, you can never hear the president say on December 25th there will be national holiday. We are talking about enactment.
Okay. Yeah,
So
it's not enacted.
Thank
And that is what the lawmakers are proposing right now for Christmas and Ramadan to be enacted.
You know, some of these senators, because they make a lot of money, they can be confused.
Thank you.
I can remember listening to some of the senators, they said 2 more holidays, it causes problem. We are talking about reducing the holiday and one holiday all again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk to just a few more callers. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning, Baba.
I'm okay. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm calling from Broadville.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Last night I almost called the full family when they were on the holiday business. My son, let me tell you a serious thing. The people, they think what they economically what they struggle to this and what hard time because like people that's why they want to go to the country. They holiday require for our old people and say where that today. Where that long time. They never knew about holiday. Holiday like international. That's why the Christmas they crying for the beauty and benefits. International thing all over the world.
Okay.
They had said where left before open kill them. He never get nobody holiday. Even the dwell mean them in trouble today that he get the first citizenship. They need in another story. So that people forget about the holiday. They probably left plan. They probably left force.
All right.
So yeah, one day you say one woman call me. She told me the thing and other people tell you, hey, the thing they want to do that they want to do.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, folks, it's 2 minutes on the flip side of 9 o'clock. We are expecting the Director General of the National Public Health Institute of Liberia. Once he's here, of course, we're going to be playing host to him here, discussing issues relative to the Mpox virus. Which some diagnosis were made of recent. We understand that the country currently has 4 active cases. So we sent an invite to Dr. Chris Dugbayan to sit on the platform as guest here this morning to discuss that issue. But we're still expecting him. So in the meantime, between time, Let's take more calls. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you, brother?
I'm okay.
Yeah, what I want to say concerning the topic, in the country, we don't have only Muslim and Christian. And you know that? There are some religious beliefs that we have here. So if you were part out there for the two people, what about the Baha? You got to come out and say they want to know You know what are we heading to now? Every problem for the country, we don't need to talk about in the country. Like, we've been coexisting. I pray that let be there. Anyway, I don't call my name from the beginning. My name is Eddie Kali.
Thanks
I'm
for
calling
calling.
for Patrick.
Let's talk to another person. Hello, your name and where you join us from.
I'm Jeanette Allison calling from Proville.
Jeanette, please go ahead.
Okay. What I want to say here, my brother, the senators, they got good issue to discuss instead of this Muslim and Christian or Muslim holiday. We got our children dying from drugs. We don't hear a spoon discussing that. They talk whole month, they talk months to discuss for nothing, Kofa and what do you call the other man? Instead of discussing about the drugs, from the time they suspend the sack or Fadiga and this coma, every coma, up until now, we know why they fired them. Nobody came out to say anything to us. Our children are dying from drugs. I went to Capitol Building before I met Dara Silon, and I told him about it. He even invited me to the Senate, but when I went, when I having chance to enter that night, that day. So I'm begging you, please try and talk for our children. Our children dying for drugs. I voted for Joseph Walker because of this drugs issue. And they never came to tell us, they never came out to tell us anything about our children.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
They tell us why they fire Fadiga and command. They are supposed to let the public know why. Up until now, we hear anything from them. But when they go on spoon, the topic on spoon is not interesting.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to this person. Hello, your name and where you join us from.
Good morning, you guys.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yes, Abu Kamawa Rabo. Can I go to the back of the moment?
Okay.
You're getting some of your color. People so desperate in this country to want to come to power by all means. So they want to see that they can get a sentiment from one group of people. You're getting, I was speaking to you, my mom, my father, my whole generation, they are Muslims. Nowhere in holiday I carry out. The Thanksgiving Day, if a Muslim, the fast and pray day for Muslim and Christian. People gave. Who the Thanksgiving Day, you see Muslim come with a mother will give. Christian will come and will give. Fast and pray day, we all can say, we on fire, you fast. Nobody will come to plumber in different thing again. We are living in this country that they are being living. Ramadan, yeah. We some also we can go to the mosque, people can be hard, they can post. I bet you nobody can stop them. All the children can go to school, the children can go to school, they are working, government can go to work. Nobody can harm them. Why every school they're not getting nothing to school? Only the one they have to pray because they see that in the sentiment of the Muslim community.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Harrison Power.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Pastor Harrison Power from Caldwell.
Okay, Pastor, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm hearing you saying that about the bill that was put in the House by those three men, the senator, about Muslims getting a holiday. And that is not our concern.
Not only Muslims, but Christians as well, legislating the Christian holiday.
Christmas holiday is something that is something that is Islamic. It's a universal thing when it comes to Christmas. It's a universal thing. It's not only for Liberia alone, all over the world. So when it comes to Muslim holiday, what I expect our lawmaker or our senator to do is that let them reduce the salary. Let them put a bill on the floor, reduce the salary for the Liberians to benefit from those salaries that they will reduce. Then pushing of Christian or Muslim holiday, we have a lot of holidays. Another holiday in the country. It can't be increasing holiday in this country, and while our lawmakers are making a huge amount of money, let them reduce their salary to 5,000 or 4,000, and the rest of the money will benefit from the money, and the money will go towards development. instead of putting bill on the floor for Muslim holiday and Christian holiday, it's not necessary.
Thank you.
It will not solve our problem.
Thank you, man of God. Let's talk to another person. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
This is Anna from Chubaton.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess the problem about this, how are people talking about in this country? I think, in the constitution, they say, Nigeria is secular nation, right? But if these people, sticking on this holiday whole day, which is a Muslim, then what's about the other religions, because not just Muslim and Christian in this country. But every day, Muslim holiday. Is this, the Ramadan that people are talking about? If Ramadan in this year, I think everybody know it's just that the holiday. Because when they don't want to have cars, all of stores, operating again, I think you say you are the evidence. So what is people want to holiday to be imposed on Labor? When they want that, because of the whole country, let you go through referendum. Because the whole country they can be put on, not just one place.
Thank you.
The holiday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are still here waiting to get words from the Enfield Director General, Dr. Chris Dubayan. I'm going to play a text to him shortly, but he had promised, to be our guest here this morning after we place an invitation to him, and it's important at this time, to have him on as guest to speak more about this recent diagnosis of Mpox virus and the Enfield readiness to fight this disease. So it is important to have him on. It's 10 minutes on the flip side of 9 o'clock. So let's hope that we can get him in the next 5 minutes. If not, then of course we will be able to delve into other issues here on the show. This is the Today Show. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Good morning. Please lower the volume of your radio, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Let me be very, very slow to lead people, these senators that bring in local and bill. So, this is not the time for those kind of things. Muslim and Christian, wow, they are not principal money for this country. They are not. They are not to the age of 60. They're talking immature things. That's what we care for them for, to go to a Christian and Muslim business over there. My brother, people are not serious. They are very less busy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Yes, good morning. My name is Adama Soni, and I'm calling from Nimba County.
Okay. Adama, go ahead.
Yeah, when it comes to this Muslim holiday, my parents, I'm a Muslim, but for me, I don't support Muslim holiday. Look, when a day read for any prayer, whether that Ramadan or Abraham Day, even when you are working, like where I work, when the day read, they give you the opportunity to go pray, but to have a special holiday for me, I don't see anything. Even Ramadan Day, if people can release the Muslim people to go do their prayer, then why is the issue here? We have a lot of holiday here. So the Muslim holiday, when the day reach, the people can, even when you're working with government ministry, they can allow you to go pray. Then what's the issue? You should only have holiday before you know that you are a Muslim. So I think there's no issue to argue about it. That we not need holiday. When the day reach for prayer, we can still go pray. Nothing wrong with that.
Thank you very much. Thanks for calling. So, folks, we like to hold it here and take a break. You are listening to the Today Show here on Spoon 107.5. My name is Yekezi Zwobel. Let's take this very short break. When we come back, we're still expecting Dr. Yan. If he doesn't appear, I haven't heard from him that he's not appearing yet, but I think he should be here at about this time now. But I've not gotten worse from him. But just in case he doesn't arrive, we come back. We will ramble through the local dailies here this morning on the show. So let's take this break to be back with you.
To engage in any of the businesses set aside by law exclusively for Liberians. This is the Liberalization Act that we passed at the legislature for the executive to go implement and enforce for the good of our people in our country. The executive is violating this very law, and we appear that we do nothing for our people, we only hear for ourselves. The emphasis. Moreover, Section 6 of the 2019 regulation carries that except as otherwise provided by law, an employer who seeks to employ must first convince the Ministry of Labor that he or she cannot find a suitable Liberian for any existing vacancy by showing proof of publication of information regarding such vacancy for at least 1 month. In at least 2 local newspapers and on 2 local radio stations, as well as on Liberian website. Additionally, inclusive, such employer shall obtain a certificate from the Ministry of Labor as proof that he or she has found no Liberian qualified or suitable for the job. And until such proof is shown, the Ministry of Labor, consistent with Chapter 5 of the Decent Work Act, shall issue no work permit to an alien, even if the alien has resident permit. Where is the category of the 8,000 work permit that the Ministry of Labor has issued that we can find no qualified, suitable, and available Liberian to have? That's the question we're asking.
So, Mr. Minister, are you saying that we issue work permit to aliens without knowing what job that they want to do? Do we issue work permit without knowing what job that they're going to do?
Work permit, Madam Pro-Tem, work permit that we issue will be issued based upon job classification. Job classification, when we issue bill for those work permits, the bill goes to the LRA. This system we have right now is actually the punching in of those information are done by LRA. LRA collected the money, they punch.
So we are issuing work permit, not knowing what job they want to do. It's a blank check.
The classification that LRA will have would be non-African alien, non-African ECOWAS member state, ECOWAS members. Those categories are there with LRA. That's the one that comes back to us.
That were quoted, all the laws that were just quoted are being violated.
It's not violated, Madam Pro-Tem.
Well, but if we're issuing,
it's not violated.
Sarah Chin.
I don't think we should waste our time. I think the submission of the minister to the mission better of positions occupied by aliens employed. That is sad. That is sad. Because the first thing the ministry is supposed to do, the first thing that is required, that law requires, is that if a position is declared vacant, as they say position must be declared vacant. Be a position before the ministry goes out there or before somebody applies. So what is that position? What's the minister telling us? That people just come to the ministry as African aliens, non-African aliens, and what have you, and those are the categories? No, that cannot be. Then that the ministry is in violation of the very law that the minister is talking about. It's a position that must be vacant. It's that position that the minister should use to make a determination whether in this country we have the particular skill set, meaning whether there's a Liberian that is capable, qualified to occupy that position. If not, before the minister can look out there, advertise the position. Advertise the position. Nothing else you advertise it, but the position. So you can come here to us and say, LRA does this, LRA does that. You must first start with you first. Before even the payment is made at the LRA, you must make a determination by virtue of the information provided that a position is taken. A position is taken. So you must have a catalog of the position and the requirement to fill the position. Thank you.
Senator Coker. Okay, let me get the information from Senator Togo. Then after Togo will be Senator Coker. Senator Delon, please approach the president.
Yes, so, but according to the Senator, I think I will just be straight to the point. As chair on telecommunication, we always concern. As chair on telecommunication, we always concern about the services, the online services of all of the institutions. I think we said that in our opening statement here that we will do follow up to see how the services are performing. For example, the NRR, they gave all ID card and the barcode is not functional. Okay, those are issues local. So when we look at the website of the Ministry of Labor, the information is requested by the Ministry of Labor on their website. They ask for all the information, the job description, everything, and you import that into the system online. They have an online platform. So what can the minister go? I'm looking at the website. Yeah, so I think we got to look at that with the minister. Go by and tell your people, it's on your website. You ask for the information online to process. I'm having it here. There's not another country. It's Ministry of Labor Liberia on the website. So please check it out. Thank you.
Senator Coker.
Are we forming a committee of the whole panel for them?